song do we give him?
I don't know. I don't sing. That's not my thing.
Okay.
All right. Woo. Thank you for inviting me as your first guest.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're amazing. Thank you so much for coming. I have been wanting to ask you some questions about some of your stuff and things.
Yeah, ask me. I'm so excited to answer them. I hope I get the information right, and I hope nobody's fact checking me.
I'm going to hide the chat so that I don't see all these comments. But I just want to say first that Nicholas Pryor says he tapped that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicholas.
And
if I have time, I'll tap it back.
If you have time, all right.
Yeah.
You can fit them in. All right. All right, guys. Just for the record, and Travis Looney will as well. So you're gonna have plenty of dates after that.
I don't have enough time to tap everybody. Okay, guys.
Okay. There's plenty. You can always make time for tapping, dude.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Love. It's love.
I always have a headache, so.
All right, cool. Check it out.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
First of all, I should tell everybody who the hell we are.
Yes, that's true.
We are Existential Crisis. We are 2 members of 9 members. 9, 8, 7. I don't even know at this point. For Existential.
There's a lot of us.
The improv troupe. There was 10, and then there was 9, and now I don't know what the hell after this quarantine. But anyway, so yeah, Existential Crisis. We went through improv at FCI, right? Let's see. I went from levels 1 to 4 with a different group, and then I took a break and came back, and I joined your group or our group.
When did you join? What level? Level 4, 5?
Level 4. I went to level 4 and then level 4 again with you, so that I could do level 5 going into the Herald with you guys.
Yeah, and now you're part of our cult.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's cult. Oh, that's a little teaser for what's coming up later. You were in a cult, weren't you?
I was in kind of in a cult. Yeah, lots of things you can ask me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to know about that, but that's a teaser. We're gonna set that up for the next segment.
The next one.
Let's go. You suck them in. All right. So I love Finest City Improv. That's the place where we all got together and learned improv together, and it's just like, I don't know, right? I miss it so much.
Yeah.
So special thanks.
I'm gonna have to take level 1 again because I don't remember any improv anymore. So maybe we can all start together.
Well, I mean, we haven't done improv in a while. So like I said, the bar has been way lowered. So this, we're gonna do some improv here, and it might suck, but that'll be fun. Yeah.
It might really suck or really, really suck.
Yeah, whichever. It sucks a little bit. So anyway, what do you do for work, Shilpa?
For work, I do social media marketing. So I basically do people's Instagram, their Facebook ads, Instagram ads, all the social media stuff.
Awesome. So you also, do you own an escape room as well?
Oh yeah, so my husband and I own an escape room with our friends up in Escondido. We started it 3 years ago. So we have, it's really, really cool. We went to an escape room one night with a bunch of friends because we were like, oh, let's do something fun. And then we, at the end of it, we were like, wait a minute, I think we could do this. So we just started meeting together and be like, all right, we rented a building. We came up with puzzle designs. We came up with themes. None of us had ever made an escape room before, and actually for the most of us, we had never even been to one. The first one we went to was just okay, we could do this. And right after that, we just started making it. So we started the first escape room in Escondido, and let's rep in Escondido. So yeah, that's where I used to live. Yeah, I used to live in Escondido for about 9 years. Love that place.
Do you?
Yeah, I love Escondido.
I mean, yeah, of course.
That's my hood.
Yeah. What's the name of the place?
It's called Clue Avenue Escape Rooms. And what was that, sorry?
And where is it located?
It's located on Grand Avenue, which is basically the kind of the downtown of Escondido, where they have the big arch with the name and that sort of thing. So yeah, we've been there for a while now, and then we recently bought out another escape room about a year ago. So we have 4 rooms altogether. So we lock people up in a room, and then we watch what they do. Seen a lot of interesting things.
Did that to me, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been to it. Yeah.
We didn't get out.
Oh yeah, because you guys do take hints.
I know. Me and James were like, we don't want hints, man. And then we totally should have took the hints.
And now, that led to your demise.
Now when I do the rooms, I take the hints because hints
are good idea.
part of the game, right?
Exactly. So Jason is definitely an escape room enthusiast. I didn't even know that until like later on. I was like, wait, you know what an escape room is?
Yeah, I did 13 of them so far. But
damn.
Yours is the last one, and I didn't finish. It was the first one I didn't finish. I was pissed off. So
that's how we get you.
So now I take the clues. All right, cool, awesome. So now there was something you mentioned a long time ago that I was like, what the hell? I got to hear about that. And you had mentioned that this quarantine is reminding you of the coup, a coup that you experienced on Fiji. And I've never talked to anybody who's experienced a coup. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so really quick. So I'm originally from the Fiji Islands. So I was born there, and then I moved to the United States in 2010. So yeah, basically I grew up there. It's a very small island in the South Pacific, like not too far from Australia, New Zealand. It's where Fiji water comes from, which is kind of overrated, but you didn't hear me say that. But yeah, so I grew up there. And so as you can tell, I'm ethnicity-wise, I'm Indian. So it's confusing to people because they're like, are you sure you're a Pacific Islander? And I'm like, yes, I am. So a coup, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, that's when your government is violently taken over. The whole country has experienced about 3, and I've lived through 2. So yeah, it was an interesting experience. Is there anything you want to know about?
Well,
there's so much.
So like a military regime kind of took over.
Yeah, I think that the first 2 coups, in the first coup, this was in 1987, I wasn't born yet, but I think a bunch of masked men with guns so we also were colonized by the British. So we have the British system, we use parliament. And so we had a prime minister. So they came in and they took over. And then there was the one that stands out for me is the one in the year 2000. I was 10 years old, and that was maybe like the most violent one that we've had, ever experienced. There was another one in 2016. That one was not. That one didn't have a lot of violence, but things like media censorship and being like, so the one that, so the like some background history, there's a lot of ethnic tensions where I'm from, and it's gotten better over the years. But the British came and brought Indian people and they put them in Fiji, and then they gave the natives lands to us. And then, so back and forth land issues. But yeah, so basically that was the first one. The one that I remember was in the year 2000. There were rumors going around that there's going to be a coup, and I was a kid, so I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, cool, I don't have to go to school. So I was in school when it happened. The guy who did it, he got a whole bunch of people, and they went to the parliament, and they took hostage our prime minister and I think a few people in his cabinet. So they were held hostage there for a long time. And I remember I was in school, and I think my mom or my mom's friend came and picked me up. They were like, we need to get you out of here because there's a coup. There's rumors that they're going to burn down the city. And so Fiji is a very small island, not allowed to burn. So I remember just being picked up and taken. So my mom works in radio. So we went to her work, and I remember just standing on the roof and just watching people loot the city. They were looting, they were burning down things. Some people experienced people coming into their homes to loot. So yeah, it was really scary because it was because of racial tension, they're like, you're that. Yeah, so that made it a little bit hard because that was the first time I looked at myself and I was like, oh, my race has something to do with this. That's, as a kid, I'd never really thought about that. So yeah, it lasted about 9 months. And in that whole time, there was martial law. We had curfews. You were not allowed to gather, not allowed to protest. The media, all of that stuff has always been censored. And so, yeah, we lived through that. We had no electricity for a long time because I think at one point they went to the main area where the grid was, and then they turned off the electricity so people wouldn't have access to it. And so I just remember that. So we had Cartoon Network. Yeah, I remember we had Cartoon Network, and I remember watching, and then the electricity would always go off at 12 because they would have to use generators and ration out electricity. So I just remember like at 12, like exactly on the dot, our electricity went out. And I was like, no. So it always sucked because I always wanted to know what was on Cartoon Network after 12, like midday. I never found out. So
well, man, I'm so sorry. You never found out about
that. Was like the hardest part of this whole thing.
I mean, coup shmoo, but
coup shmoo, yeah. So yeah, coups are interesting.
Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's insane and awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys rule. All right. I'm going back to the chat. Okay, everybody. Hey, Pete also just joined us.
Oh my God. Hello, Pete. Oh, my friend Varun is here. Hi, Varun and Cash.
Yeah, cool. All right. So people who are listening, Shilpa and I are going to do a scene. Again, the bar has been lowered to about here. So we're going to do a fucking hilarious scene.
Who's going to call scene again? Is it going to be me or you?
Probably me, I guess. But
okay, sounds good.
Everybody listening, can we get a suggestion of a phrase or suggestion that describes or that you got from that last segment that Shilpa and I were just talking? So a phrase or a word that describes the segment that Shilpa and I just had. We're gonna do some improv. Suggestion is Fiji water. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Pete. Suggestion is Fiji water. Are you there? Are you frozen?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Come on, right when we went. All right. So, fucking thirsty, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Thirsty, yeah. That's what happens when you work really hard, sweat a lot, but yeah.
You think it's cool that I'm thirsty?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just making conversation, Joe. We're just gonna wait here in the doctor's, waiting room. Just trying to be nice.
But you were saying it's good that I'm thirsty because of working out or something?
Yeah, I'm assuming that you are thirsty because you have overexerted yourself. I mean, we are at the doctor's office right now because, you basically, what you did to your finger. We can see it right now. The blood is dripping.
Yeah, my finger hurts too.
Yeah, it should. What? And
what do you mean?
I have to pick up my kids from school soon, so it was really nice of you to come in and try and fix.
I'm telling you all my problems here. I've got thirst. I've got a finger that hurts. I haven't even got to the little snap that my knee makes when I walk.
Uh-huh.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Oh, I see.
My knee.
Joe, you never really told me about all this when I invited you to my house.
Yeah.
To do gardening and landscaping, and I just thought it was going to be really easy. Like I thought I was just going to tell you what I want and you were going to do it. I didn't know we were going to interact so much.
Yeah, I feel like you don't even care about my ailments.
No, it's not that I don't care. It's just that I have so many other things that I also care about.
You care about your lawn.
Yeah.
Your lawn. You want your lawn to look good. You want the guy who's hurt to, like, with his fingers and his thirst and the other thing, my clicky knee. You want my clicky knee, thirsty guy with broken fingers to go out and work in your yard.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, fine. You're thirsty. Can I get you some water? I'll go to the vending machine.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Are you actually going to do it, or are you just teasing me?
I would never tease.
You've been
about
teasing me
something
this
like
whole
that.
time.
Well, could you just at least give me $1? I don't have any change, so I can get you some water.
So you're gonna get me a water. Are you gonna fix my finger and my clicky knee as well?
You know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I said I was going to go get water, but I'm not sure if I'm going to come back. I mean, maybe I've said too much.
Why don't you just go get the water and not come back? And I'll just sit here and with my clicky knee and broken fingers and stuff and just mow your lawn.
Well, I mean, I just want to clarify something. I don't think I want you to do my yard work anymore, if that's okay.
You're firing me.
Well, I'd like to say, like, I'm letting you go so that you are free to do other things.
Okay.
But yeah, like, I'm gonna have to pick up my kids from school, and I drove you here to the hospital, and I'm gonna go get you water, and then I want you to lose my number.
Asshole.
Wait, did you just call? Thank you. I'm so sorry. Were you really that thirsty?
I am, dude. I don't.
Do you notice that? You've had Fiji water before?
No, is it better?
You know, I actually don't really like the way it tastes.
What?
Yeah, it has an interesting taste. And in Fiji, it's like super cheap, obviously. So we had lots of Fiji water.
All right.
Can you imagine during the coup, all of us drinking out of our Fiji water while we have no electricity and our government's been taken over?
I can't imagine that, and I am imagining that.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm like, fun. And you know.
So yeah.
All right, so check this out. My next segment is going to be what I'm calling a creep set. Is basically when I go and look at Shilpa's social media and Spotify playlists, and I just creep all over it, and I pick out cool songs for her, and I play a set list based on what Shilpa likes. So stick around. Shilpa's going to come back and tell us about. You're going to tell us about the cult. You're going to tell us about the cult. All right.
All right.
So thank you so much. Just hang out for a bit. I'm going to play a set list for you of songs
Thank you.
that I got from your Spotify playlist.
I'm intrigued. I didn't even know you could look at my Spotify. So
I want to set that to private.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No.
Did you see my bedroom jams?
No.
Don't play anything from my bedroom jams.
I'll do Hot Stepper afterwards. Here comes the Hot Stepper. And so, yes, okay. Shilpa, you're there with Valley. Okay. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to go and show some. Thank you, Nicholas. I want to show some photos, and then let's just talk about our photos. How's that?
Okay.
Don't worry, I didn't put anything weird in there. So check this out.
Oh.
Yes, this is the promo that I did before. This was for the week of March 15th.
Wow.
Remember, I put here's a story of an awesome week of improv, and then quarantine.
Yeah, I was like, this seems like such a lifetime ago. Like, what? Remember back when?
Barely. I mean, I set this up, and I had 4 shows and 4 rehearsals on that week.
I remember.
Literally, it was going to be literally the busiest week of improv I've ever had, and it just went.
Just went.
Yeah.
I'm curious, where did you get that picture of Craig from? Oh, when we graduated.
No, I just creeped around on photos, and I don't know where I got that. But he's like,
very gangster of him.
He thinks he looks like a douchebag, which kinda. But you know what? Every family needs to have a douchebag, so.
Okay. I'll let him know that.
I think he's okay. And here's our graduation day.
Man. Look at how happy we were. We knew like some improv stuff by then. It was great.
I know.
Oh, look at Skylar back there. Oh, and there's Amy. I forgot. Oh my gosh. When did we graduate again? What month and date?
I don't know. I don't know any months or dates anymore.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We graduated. That's all that matters.
Here's one of those gifts.
What was this scene about?
This was Somehow we always ended up in the friggin' bathroom in our scene.
Oh, yeah.
This was us. This was like what? Look at Pete's legs.
Oh yeah, you little.
Literally, he's pretending to poop on stage. And then
Why is Craig popping up from the side if they're in the bathroom?
I guess it's poop.
I just remember sitting down there and just be like, all right, we'll just see what happens.
Well, you sat there because we were like both sitting like if we were on toilets, and then you came in with like your chair like facing the wrong direction, and you were like just hanging out.
Some people use the toilet that way, like a table, you know.
I know. That's the same show. Just shows.
I think that's the back of Joel's head.
Oh yeah. But just
Maybe.
Laughing at this. That was something good. Okay, now I gotta ask you. Explain it. Explaining.
Oh. Well, as you can see, before you guys met me, I had to go under a lot of reconstruction surgery. Yes. Being half Horse is not very tolerated nowadays. People aren't so understanding. So, you know, this was, I think, like Halloween, like, oh gosh, right? Like 5-6 years ago. And yeah, I just love this photo because it really shows you that, yeah. And my mom was just like, why can't you put nice photos like all the other people's kids, you know, if you're smiling? And I'm like, I don't know, Mom, I just want to be edgy.
Mom, I'm a comedian.
Right?
All right, here we go. This is one of my favorite shots. My favorite shot. Such a great scene. I'm the one with your hand up to the left there, taking that, like, pretending to.
Yeah, I see. You're framing it. I love that. I love that everyone was in the shot.
Everyone did except kind of me, but my fingers.
You were there. I see your hand on the back of your head.
Yes. I like
that. That's awesome. Yes, that's how I really smile in photos. So, was this the first time we did improv at what is the name of the theater?
Torquemoto.
Torquemoto.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Torquemoto. And then this is you holding a miniature cake.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't know either. You're like.
Oh, what happened to that shirt? I've been looking for that shirt. Oh my gosh. I think my sister stole it from me.
Well,
okay.
Of this photo, and then when we look at the date, then
seriously, that reminded me. I need to find that shirt. That was one of my favorites.
All right. This is when we did that thing with not a takeover. It was.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Whatever they call it when the other team did it. I can't even remember. Bed Bath and Bad Decisions hosted.
Yes.
Yes, and we were.
Oh, Vicky, I miss Vicky.
I know. I haven't seen Vicky as well. Okay, so we'll just go through that one. That was the sports night.
Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise, that's so funny. Oh, and that shirt I'm wearing, I borrowed that from Ty, and I still haven't given that back to him. Sorry, Ty.
Borrow my shirt. You were like, no, it smells too much.
Yeah. I think you did try to offer me your shirt. We were like, it's okay, I'll just wear ties.
It was somebody else's shirt, but still.
Yeah.
And then check this. I love this shot, and mostly because it's the first one that we ever got on the website with.
Oh yes, I know. I remember going to the FCI website and just being like, oh, my picture is there.
We're official. Amy put us on the website.
I know. That was cool. When was that taken?
What? What did you say?
When was that taken? When was that one taken? Where were we in our lives when that photo was taken?
We had a small show. It was just us four and one other person. I forget.
Oh.
I think it was Kelly, and she left before that photo was taken. But I don't know. There's another group.
Oh.
Hi, like in the back, jumping up and down. Oh. And one more group photo, and that's it.
Hey, we are such a cute group, right? That's what I've learned from this photo slide. We're so cute.
So hot.
So hot and cute.
So
oh my
hot.
God. It's a shame we're not on stage anymore.
Seeing what?
It's a shame we're not on stage anymore, considering how hot and cute we are. You know?
I know. Hey, you want to try stories behind? Instead of a scene. Okay, I put that in chat again. Oh,
I see it.
Can you see it? Are you gonna go to it without? You can see it right now.
It popped up, but then it went away, so I'll have to go to my chat. Is that okay?
Or you're gonna freeze if you do it.
Oh.
So it's once upon a time, every day, but one day.
Okay, let me write it down.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
Then
What's the
day,
next one? Every day.
but
And
one
then,
day.
but one day.
And because of that, because
of that, how many times?
what until we're done, until we're stopped being.
Oh, because of that, and how does it end?
Until finally.
Until finally.
And then last and ever since then.
Ever since.
All right, guys. So that's we're gonna just do a quick little kind of a warm up set type of thing. It's just a little thing we do for a warm up. It's called a story spine. Can we get a suggestion from somebody? Oh no, I forgot to ask you about the cult that you're in, dude. I forgot.
Okay.
Maybe
we can get the suggestions from there.
Yeah, we have to. I have to know about this cult. What?
Okay. Just so that nobody sues me from back home, it wasn't a Fijian cult. In case everyone in Fiji is like, how dare she?
They're like, drink the water.
They'll like disown me. Yeah. So I've been part of fundamentalist Christian groups ever since I was like 9 or 10. I got out in 2014. So you know, like those people you see on the sidewalks, those signs. They're like
things where they do this.
Oh no, the church people, the angry church people with signs being like, God is real, or hell is real, or where will you go when you die? Have you ever seen those people?
Yeah.
I used to be one of them.
I totally didn't see you doing that at all. You know?
Yeah, I hated it. But you know, I had to do it so that I wouldn't go to hell.
You're like kind of forced to do it.
You know, I mean, it was like part of my life. Like I had grown up with stuff like that, so it wasn't like out of the ordinary. But I just remember eventually got to the point where we would do like on weekends, like Saturdays, Sundays, and we would go to like places like Oceanside Pier. And I just remember like thinking like one day I want to be those people that are walking by us, not being the person that's holding the sign. You know, like I just wanted to be normal. You know, because. So, you know, if you've been part of any kind of like really fundamentalist group, so it's very, you know, we agreed not to watch television. We didn't go to the movies. You cannot listen to secular music. And there was a lot of rules about certain things that eventually I was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have to do this anymore. I don't. So we left. And when you usually leave in this circumstances, you get excommunicated. I think that's how you say it. And basically they stop talking to you. Not everybody stopped talking, but the church I belong to, they cut ties with you. So it's really weird. It's like you've known these people for so long, like they've been in your wedding or whatever, and then they see you at the grocery store and they're like, ignore you. You know, I'm like, but Sister Catherine, we used to street preach together. We used to tell people to go to hell together. What happened?
Yeah, come on. We bonded with
So, you know, and it was definitely like one of those where people like spoke in tongues and they were like healing crusades. And yeah, it took a while to unbrainwash. I had a very I really had to change my way of thinking because I realized that that's not how you're not supposed to think that way, or, you know, it was nice to have to finally think on my own. And it is sad that I did lose connection with some really nice people, and all the people that in cults are not bad. They're just lost.
Yeah.
You know, and
looking for something. Did you meet Nick? Did you meet Nick while you were in the thing, or? So
I actually had him join the cult.
What?
Yeah, I know his family was not happy about that. So I invited Nick to church because I wanted my parents to think he was like a good boy when we were dating. So he came to church, and then he kind of got sucked into it, obviously to impress my parents and then me. And we were in it together since we were 16 to the age of like, I was 24 when I got out. 20, yeah. And it's a lot of interesting things that go down. I remember there was like this one Wednesday service where I think we had to go to church on Wednesday night, Sunday morning, and Sunday night. And then Monday we would have choir practice. Tuesday you had something else like drama practice. Wednesday you had midweek service. Thursday you had outreach. Saturday, Friday. So everything, our schedule was always full. You didn't have time to do anything with family. So we did lose track. But I remember there was this one Wednesday when I think the pastor like probably didn't have time to make a sermon or something. So at the end of service, he decided he was going to cast out demons. I don't know if I've told you the story yet. Have I told you the story yet?
No, cast out demons?
Yeah. So I'm guessing like he had to cut the sermon short because he didn't really prepare much. And so I played the keyboard in church. So at the end, we have altar call. That's when they kind of guilt trip you into being like, oh my God, you're so, okay, I don't know how everybody else does it. You come to the altar and you give your life to Jesus and you confess your sins. So while people are doing that, I play like really nice ambient music in the background, like Jesus, that kind of shit. So the pastor went so my church was very small. I think there was like 10 people in it. That's usually how big cults are. So he went doing his rounds, like they usually put their hand on your head and they say something like shikaburia, shikaburia. That's one way to speak in tongues. And he got to me and I just remember being like, do I let him cast a demon out of me? Or do I continue playing the keyboard? And so I was like, you know what? Challenge accepted, Jesus. So I played the whole keyboard while he was, the whole song while he was trying to cast a demon out of me. And I didn't miss one chord. And I'm like, great. I got my ticket to heaven, right?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've never met anybody who's had their demons cast out whilst playing piano.
Yeah. Skill, talent. I might try to get into like America's Got Talent next year, whenever it comes back.
Demon explosion whilst playing.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Shilpa. Okay, we're gonna do this. You still got the stuff for the story?
Yeah.
Stuff?
How did it start? Once, right?
Once upon a time. Yes.
Once upon a time.
Okay.
And then every day, really quickly, the everyday part. What's after the word every day? Is it every day I can't remember.
Just every day.
Every day, okay.
Yeah.
Suggestions.
Yeah. Okay, guys, whoever's listening, let's get a suggestion of a word or phrase that describes what the segment that Shilpa and I just did. A word and or phrase describes what Shilpa and I just did, so we can do a quick little improv scene. Anybody? BOC was. Wait a minute. Kel Copeland is talking to somebody else in the chat.
Oh,
if you guys,
they're completely ignoring us. I love it.
These guys are talking to each other. They don't need us. Wait a minute. Nicholas Pryor, casting out demons. Okay, that's
all right.
Thank you, Nick. Casting out demons. Okay.
All right.
Once upon a time, there was a drunk priest.
And every day, that drunk priest would go around town trying to cast out demons.
Well, one day, he got to this little girl who didn't want her demons cast away.
But one day she was like, you know what, our neighborhood drunk priest, I think I'm ready to have these demons cast out of me. I'm sick of being tormented.
Because of that, the priest said, well, I like your enthusiasm, but I'm starting to doubt whether I should cast it out or not.
Because of that, she started feeling like maybe there was something wrong with her. I mean, she's seen this priest cast out demons all the time. He's never had an issue. In fact, he would cast out demons when people didn't even consent. So she didn't realize. So she was wondering, what's wrong with me?
And because of that, the priest was, he wanted the priest because of that. The priest said, I am going to cast these demons out if it's the last thing I do.
And because of that, he is now under house arrest because you are not supposed to be doing things like that in public, and the police caught on.
Until finally, they came to the police went to the priest's house one day when the alarm went off, and they realized that he had multiple demons running around his apartment that he expelled from everybody else, and they're just hanging out in his apartment now.
Ever since then, the priest's house has become the local hangout for demons and ghouls. And during Halloween, it adds a really nice ambience and spookiness to the neighborhood. Very good, very good.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, we did it. We did a little bit of improv.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So long.
Seriously, it's kind of been
I
insane.
miss
People are probably like, "Oh my God, was that improv? That's
What the fuck are they
terrible.
doing?
How did they graduate?"
They're just saying things.
Right? Like we could do that better.
It's usually a little bit better when we're together.
Yes. Don't judge us on this one, but I think we did okay.
Yeah, I got a couple of laughs. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. Like I said, the bar has been fucking lowered since the
Very
quarantine.
well. Okay.
All right, Shilpa. Well, I think that is about it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining. I'm gonna go.
Yes,
back to
thank
music.
you.
I'm gonna play your Hot Stepper song, and then I'm gonna go into another.
All right.
Jazz. Here come the Hot
All right.
Stepper. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks, Jason.
Shilpa Pryor, everybody. Have a good one. See ya.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room. I guess you can go.